Hey everybody, I wanted to welcome you to week 8. Hopefully last week you were able to use some of your time to either get caught up or start sort of working ahead a little bit. Um, so let's sort of jump in and see what's on our plate for this week. So in the content section here, you'll see week 8. And this is a kind of long week. They're not a long week, but a lot of stuff packed in here. And that's one of the reasons I sort of gave you some time to work ahead. We kind of skip past our directions, but what we'll see is the biggest thing we're going to be learning about is lighting, UVs, and texturing, and creating textures, and how to get a little bit of a better result out of using Arnold. So last time I gave you the option to use Viewport 2.0. This time I would really like you to try to use Arnold, because I think you're going to get a much better result out of it. So once we get to the content, you'll see that we got a couple of things. We have our week 8 video lessons, and this is why you kind of needed to read ahead or watched ahead if you could have, is because there's a lot in here. We got 8 videos, but some of them are a little long, and they all go into some pretty in-depth stuff. First things first, we kind of look at image-based lighting, which is using photographic imagery, specifically photographic imagery that was collected in a certain way, in order to generate lighting for our scene. We talk about creating materials in Arnold. And then this section here, what is UVs and what is a UV and UV unwrapping, and even UV unfolding. These are crucial sections of Maya in order to get textures to wrap around an object the way you need them to. So we talked a little bit about exporting the UVs, and then after we have those UVs exported, how we can use that to generate a texture map similar to how you see on the milk and on the cereal box here. So going back to our content, there are a couple of extra things I have in here. One of them is a link to PhotoP, which is an online raster image editor. If you have Photoshop on your computer that you're working on, it's really just a similar type of software to Photoshop. We can use this in this class without having to pay for a full license of Photoshop, and it will still allow us to do what we need. But what you'll notice right above there is this cereal box textures. And what this is a link to some texture files you can download of a whole bunch of different types of cereal boxes. So if I open this up, you can kind of see a few examples. And these are just scanned imagery from different cereal boxes that you can use in order to texture your own cereal box. Under the assessments, obviously we have the option to turn in a revision for anything you have from week 1 or week 2. Sorry, project 1, I mean. And under our discussion here, this is one that I kind of wanted you to think about. So I see some people have already kind of popped in here and started talking about it. But you've had about half of a semester now working in Maya. So what I really want you to do is tell us one thing that you've really enjoyed about learning to animate in Maya, and one thing that you really hated about learning to animate in Maya. So the point of this is to start thinking about the things that you're enjoying and the things that you're not enjoying. A lot of the benefit of this class is learning what it is that you're going to like doing. And the reason for that is if you like doing it, you're going to do more of it. And if you do more of it, you're going to get good at it. And I think this is a good time to start looking inwardly and saying, am I enjoying this? Is this, there are multiple principles classes. And even if you came in wanting to do animation, if you're starting to enjoy game design more or visualization more, that's really important information to be gaining from this. Some of you maybe didn't expect to like animation, and you're like, wow, this is way more fun than I thought. Or maybe there's a different facet of animation that you didn't realize you were going to like, such as maybe you're liking the lighting and rendering part of this, and you didn't think you were going to, or maybe it was what you thought you would like. So really, this is just a chance to sort of stop and think about what it is that you've enjoyed so far. So this is kind of an easy one this week, mainly because we're getting ramped back up after the break, and also because I know that some people in this class are doing this as dual enrollment, and not everybody is going to have a similar fall break schedule to line up to allow them to do something really major this weekend. So this will allow us to kind of ramp back up into some more of the challenging discussions that we'll have later on this semester. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know. Or send me an email or just get in contact with me. And otherwise, have a great week. Let me know if you have any questions. Talk to you soon. Bye.